the weather is not so good. Anyway, we can say whether it's good or whether it's bad. Actually, the weather is very good. Raining a lot is good for the plantations, is good for the, underground water. So as a Buddhist, particularly Buddhist practitioner, we always try to be positive. Any kind of difficulties come in your life, in my life, in our life, we always try to take the difficulties and problem as a source of practicing Dharma. There is not such a thing. We cannot really transform the difficulties, misery, which can cause to transform our daily practice. That yesterday and today, many people think, wow, the weather is horrible. But in the other hand, we wish to have a lot of plantation. We wish to live in the green land. So the water or the raining is very important. Without rainings, the place or the land will be very dry, like Ladakh. When you go to Ladakh, you hardly see plantation. So beginning of our Dharma class, this is the Dharma class, particularly class for Mahayana teaching or Mahayana or Mahayana is the meaning teachings. At the beginning, it is very crucial, it's very important to must have pure and great motivation. What does mean pure motivation? Many occasions when we do prayer, chanting, recitation, blood offering, charity walks, we mostly think is wish to benefit ourselves or benefit my families, benefit my friends. We don't usually think all sentient beings. The study Dharma is only for the Mahayana study is only for to achieve the fully enlightened state, then benefit all sentient beings. Then mean that the motivation is very pure, also very complete. So you are achieving the fully enlightened state, like on your benefit, indirectly, and directly it can be a benefit for many, like sentient beings. Also, we are, in a way, we always think I'm very simple person, or I'm very, I don't have a really deep Dharma knowledge. All of you feel I don't have a deep Dharma knowledge. I really don't know how to practice Dharma. Someday you feel very discouragement. In order to practice Dharma, we really don't need deep understanding of dharmas. Because we have the seeds, like a seed, like a love and compassion, whether it's pure or impure, somehow everybody possess compassion. Am I right? Everybody has. Until now, the compassion and love, tolerance, forgiveness, it only all for few people, mostly who are very close to you. Since we study the Mahayana teaching, we need to extend it. We need to extend then the compassion not only for yourself, not only for your families, not only for whom you are very close. Compassion you need to extend further more. Somehow you need to learn how to extend the compassion. Then the compassion becomes very great compassion. So with the great motivation, as we chant the verses for refuge in generating bodhicitta, page number 4. I go for refuge until Latin to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. By my accumulations of practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until Latin to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. By my accumulations of practice of giving and so forth, may I become Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge and enlarging to the Buddha, the Dharma, and Sangha. Applications of practice of giving and so forth. May I become Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. Page number 5, particularly generating bodhicitta. With the wish to free all beings, I shall always go for refuge to the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha until I reach full enlightenment. Inspired by wisdom and compassion, today in the Buddha presence, I generate the mind of awakening for the benefit of all sentient beings. I go for refuge to the Tibetan. I confess the negativity individually. I rejoice in the virtues of all beings. I hold the precious Buddhahood in my heart. Similarly, we visualize all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, particularly your Guru. They are in front of you in the space. And confess all the negative deeds we have did in the past, we have been doing in the present, we will do in the futures. All the negativity we confess in front of the Guru and Buddha and Bodhisattvas. And challenge it or cultivate the bodhicitta, which is a very strong inspiration, very strong wish to achieve Buddhahood to benefit all sentient beings. Therefore, in every day, the day we must start with the bodhicitta. So when you go around with the bodhicitta in your mind, in your heart, when you go around, there are two benefits. When you go around with the bodhicitta in your mind, you always feel compassion, kindness, tolerance for others. When you see, like a very sick, elderly people, also naturally you generate compassion. Also, when you go around with the bodhicitta, not just intellectual level, have to cultivate bodhicitta when you go around, whoever going to meet you, whoever going to see you, they also can feel, peace and happiness. For example, it can be depends on your emotions, or can be depends on the practitioner. You have to think. For example, I'm not saying because I follow Tibetan Buddhism, I've been a monk in Tibetan monastery for many years. I'm not saying not using this reason. When you meet the His Holiness Dalai Lama, for example, I'm taking only one example. There are so many, high practitioner. When you see him, when you go closer to him, he no need to speak to you. You no need to share your misery. When you see him, when you go close to him, suddenly you feel a sense of happiness, joyness, peace. This happiness, the joyness, the peace and harmonious forgiveness, all negative thoughts really compress, going down and surprise because of power of bodhicitta. Not because of being a monk, particularly power of bodhicitta. And particularly when you go closer to him, when you see him, when you listen his teaching, suddenly your negative emotion, anger, hatred, jealousy is calmed down because of the wisdom he accomplished. Same way, we are very simple human being having a lot of sufferings. But if we really cultivate bodhicitta in the morning and maintains the bodhicitta whole day, you always feel happy, peace, love, compassion. Even though when you see your great enemy, also that moment you don't have a really anger and hatred towards your enemy. Because the bodhicitta, surprise all negative thoughts. We think we are very simple. In a way, we are not that simple what people can judge on us. Right? And this moment, you can imagine in Singapore, we have 6 million people in Singapore, like Singaporean or non-Singaporean citizen or non-citizen. Almost we have 6 million people who live in Singapore. At this moment, within the 6 million people, who has this kind of, like a great attitude, wish all sentient being happy. I will liberate all sentient beings. How many people have these wonderful thoughts? How many people? 1 million? Not at all. Maybe a few 100,000? Maybe. Right? So we must feel I am individually, I am very, 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 very lucky being a human, have the opportunity to study Buddhism, particularly study bodhicitta, not just studying. So lucky. I'm so fortunate, so lucky to able to cultivate bodhicitta. From that point of view, you are not simple and ordinary beings, right? At the same time, you should not feel, proud. You should not have a pride being a Buddhist, being a Mahayan practitioner, every day practicing Buddhism. You should not have a sense of pride. This I want to say beginning of the Dharma class. Then, and last Saturday, I explained the benefit of bodhicitta. We no need to study a lot of logics and reasoning to prove bodhicitta is very, important attitude. very important practice. You can, we can, I can experience when you cultivate bodhicitta, that moment, whether you are in the basic place where you are surrounded by, a lot of enemies, whether you are living in a very kind of materially bad condition, you never feel the sadness, loneliness, depression, anxiety. You never feel loneliness because for you, you have a countless millions of friends around you. You never feel loneliness. Right? Because for you, you already accept, not just accept, you will truly believe that all sentient beings, including all the uh, animals, they are like your dear friends. That you cannot feel loneliness. Also, you cannot feel, kind of, living in a materially very bad condition. Because for you, the material like the things like a house and cars and money and position, name and fame, you know, being a famous, those are nothing for you. Because you have a bodhicitta as the most wonderful attitude. Right? Think about the material possessions. 2 days ago, there's a serious earthquake in Tibet, include Nepal, India. The most serious happened in Tibet. You can imagine, that night, all families are enjoying, happily sleeping with a lot of possessions, big house, nice car, lot of yachts and ships and boats. The next morning, everything finished. Right? Everything finished. So, as a Buddhist, we should not have a kind of confusion. As a Buddhist, as a Mahayan practitioner, I always say we need house, we need food, we need clothes, we need money, we need job in order to survive well. For us, those are kind of secondary things in our life, right? So we are not just seeking or collecting only the material things. What we are seeking, liberation, Buddhahood, right? Therefore, if you practice bodhicitta, you should not have a kind of feeling I'm living you know, in a bad condition. Also, some of you can feel, oh, I don't have so many things. I don't have a lot of clothes. I don't have a lot of money. My big house is so small. Right? So you can imagine when we are studying Buddhism and Buddhist philosophy in South India, our room is a 9 by 12 size, 9 by 12, just one room. In the 12 by 9 size room, we are 9 months sleep together. In our hostel, that time we have around 230 plus months. That time we didn't have a toilet, bathroom, open shower, open toilet. The water is not so, like clean. If you compare that situation, you are living in the luxury life, right? When you go for lunch, you have a lot of options. Plain rice, fried rice, or chicken rice, green vegetable, tofu, all kinds of options in front of you. You can select, I want this, I don't want this. Imagine when in this moment, there's millions of, people in Africa, India, Nepal, Tibet, in Himalaya. There's no option. Whatever come, you must eat. You comparing with them and you, that you have a good life. You should not compare your life with the wealthy people. You should not compare your lifestyle with a richest family. You should not compare. Mentally, you wish to be, very, richest person in the Singapore. You can mentally think, I can be the richest. I wish I can be richest person in the Asia. This you are mentally you are thinking. This you cannot be, richest person in Singapore. Yeah, you can be. It doesn't mean you can be happy all the time. That's just you try to be friend with one of the wealthy family, father and mother, daughters. You just be friend with them for 1 or 2 months. Not, have an intention to get a lot of things from them. Just be friend to know you know, uh, their lifestyle. Yes, then you can learn. They have a lot of positions. They have, many cars. Morning they can drive in another expensive one. Afternoon they can different expensive one. Evening they can drive a most expensive car. They can, wear most expensive clothes. But slowly, really, you go to learn. Those are more misery than you, right? Than you. This what is teaching us. If you are not content, you don't have a contentment. If you don't really realize you have enough things in your life, then no matter how much you're going to belongs, we going to belongs. We never ever going to be happy. The happiness is the fundamental things every living being wish to achieve, right? Even though you can see, something in Singapore, you cannot see really, people who has a really drug addiction is in the openly or publicly. When you go to India, other parts of the world, you really, even the US, when you go to New York, in the subway station, you can see there's so many people who has a drug addictions, taking drug every day, drink or drunk every day. They're also taking the drugs and cigarette and alcohol because they want to be happy. The method is wrong, but they're also seeking happiness. Therefore, happiness can be two things. One is the temporal happiness, one is the ultimate happiness. So based on our daily experience, we have been experiencing the temporal happiness. That happiness can comes and go, comes and go, comes and go. We have been experiencing that, right? Everybody experience, but we are not fully satisfied with the temporal happiness, right? So what we are looking, what we are seeking, a very stable, you can say, ultimate happiness. Not just seeking ultimate happiness for ourselves. Also, we wish we can provide the ultimate, the real happiness to all sentient beings. Right? So therefore, what we have to do, we have to achieve the fully enlightened state. We have to be Buddha, the fully enlightened Buddha. The Buddha can be achieved through the simple prayers and chanting recitation. Can we? Cannot. if this is the case, let's say, if we really believe, you truly believe, yes, Buddha can be achieved through recitation, chanting, prayers, offering mandala, doing prostration, then we are almost in the halfway. Right? We are almost halfway. We have been doing all the chanting, recitation, many, many times, maybe every day, but we haven't reached the halfway, even though we haven't reached to the beginning of the path. That means it's true. The recitation, chanting, I'm not saying you should not do, we must do recitation, chanting, but so at the same time, we have to cultivate equanimity, loving kindness, great compassion, bodhicitta. It looked like, I mentioned last Saturday, for example, you are making a phone call to your friend who live in, let's say, Europe. I want to come to Europe. If your friend is a really good friend, the friend feel very happy. If the friend is not so good friend, the friend feel bit upset. Oh, my friend is coming. Let's say you're going to meet one of the really your good friend, truly your friend. First you call, hey, I want to come to see you. I'm coming to your country. Your friend feel happy. You are happy. That means you are praying or chanting, saying, I want to be Buddha. I wish, you are called, I wish all sentient beings be happy, free from suffering. That means you are making phone call to Buddha. Then after a few weeks, you again make a phone call to your friends. Oh, I want to come. Then your friend will ask, when are you coming? Right? When are you coming? Then you say, yeah, I will come, I will come. Then your friend expect you are is coming, you are coming. Then you make another phone call. Hey, I want to come to your country. Then your friend asks, I ask you, when are you coming? Then you're going to say, I want to come, but I'm not sure. Then what your friend feel? What does he or she feel? It's very annoying. Right? Very annoying. Every day he said, my friend said, coming, coming, coming. But he or she doesn't know when she is coming. But she's not sure. Like us, like that. Then another thing, then somehow finally, you know, uh, you book your ticket, you have visa, you are already on the airport. Then you make a phone call to your friend, hey, I'm coming. When are you coming? They say, I'm in the airport. Then your friend feel happy, right? Your friend feel happy. Now, finally, my friend is coming because in the airport, have ticket, have visa. Therefore, until we practice bodhicitta, no matter how many times, how long you do prayer chanting, like you are just making phone call to Buddha, I want to come, I want to come, I want to come, but you are not really moving. Then one day you really generate great compassion. Then you make a phone call to Buddha, I'm coming. Buddha said, where are you? I'm at the airport. The Buddha feel is good. We get compassion. Get compassion. Then you work on the plan. You make another phone call to Buddha. Buddha asks you, where are you? Then you say, I'm already on board. Because you already practice bodhicitta. Then the Buddhas or Bodhisattvas, they really, really, really feel, rejoice, feel very much appreciate. You're not just saying, I'm coming. You practice the compassion, you reach to the airport, then really cultivate bodhicitta, means you're really on the board. Right? When you on board, then it takes time, not that long. Right? Maybe like a destination is the same, but it depends on the flight. Some flights stop 3 times, 4 times. Right? So if you practice only the Sudrayan part, it takes longer time, right? Longer time. So if you practice Sudrayana part, with higher than Dhyana path, that you can reach faster to your destination. So let's say, there's you got 2 options. One aeroplane, airline will stop few country. One aeroplane going straight to your destination. Which one you going to choose?
Direct.
Direct. Direct. Right? If you think the risk, stopping fuel station is more safe. They check the engine, they add the oil. Also, you can have a rest. You can take a rest. If you really take the long flight, maybe sometimes there's a shortage of oil. Sometimes the pilot maybe fall asleep. More dangerous. Is faster, dangerous. Therefore, practicing higher Tantrayana has a lot of benefits, also have a lot of risk. As a beginner, I'm saying as a beginner, first you try to practice the Sutrayana path, men, equanimity, loving kindness, great compassion, bodhicitta, then second, the ultimate bodhicitta. Very safe. There's no dangers, there are no any risk. Very safe. Still, you are moving slowly. Right? You can see sometime when I go morning walking, some youngster is run very fast, and some uncle auntie walk very slowly. Actually, both of them reach to the Marina Bay almost same time. Because who run, they take a rest. Run again, resting again. That means if you put continuously your effort, practicing bodhicitta, somehow you will reach, we will reach to the final destination, which is the fully enlightened state. Therefore, practicing bodhicitta is very important. So now we open the page number 6. Okay, why not Penny? You go upstairs in the cupboard, first, second, the third row, there's a book. Okay, make sure there's a cupboard, first row, second row, maybe below this part, there's a books. Also, if you could read, it's better to have the hard copy and the soft copy. When there's a hard copy, you make a mark, you can read, very slowly. The soft copy, when very often will go screen off, right? Not easy. Okay. Page number 6, I will read. Bodhicitta is of the 2 types. Remember, bodhicitta is of 2 types. Conventional and ultimate bodhicitta. How many bodhicitta are there? There are 2 types of bodhicitta. What are they? Conventional and ultimate bodhicitta. Please stick in your mind. Then true bodhicitta is like a 2 wings. Right? A bird, in order to fly to long destination, the bird must have 2 wings. Likewise, like bodhisattva, like us, in order to achieve Buddhahood, in order to reach to our final destination, we need to practice the 2 bodhicitta, which is conventional and ultimate bodhicitta. The conventional bodhicitta is the cultivation of the initial thought that inspires to attain unsurpassable, and the perfectly consuming Buddhahood in order to benefit all wandering sentient beings. Now, this is the kind of definition of bodhicitta. What does mean bodhicitta? You must say bodhicitta is the cultivation of the initial thought, is a thought that inspired to attain unseparable and perfectly consummate Buddha. Simple, you can say bodhicitta is a thought which is wish as an inspired to achieve the Buddhahood in order to benefit all wandering sentient beings. If you just have a wish to benefit all sentient being is not a complete bodhicitta. If you have another side, wish to be, yeah, anybody wants? Page number 6. So make sure bodhicitta need a kind of two thoughts, two wishes. Wishes number 1, wish to achieve the perfect Buddhahood. This is one wish. Second wish to benefit all sentient beings. Right? So if somebody asks you to practice bodhicitta, suddenly you need to think, you must cultivate a thought, a mind, a wish. The mind is wishing to achieve Buddhahood, one wishing. Second, not just wishing to achieve Buddhahood, wishing to benefit all sentient beings. The bodhicitta must have two kinds of wishings. Clear? Two kinds of wishing. Means, for example, I'm going to see excellent doctor to cure my sickness. Likewise, I wish to achieve Buddhahood. I want to be perfect Buddha, one wish. Second, not, I want to be perfect Buddha. I want to benefit all sentient beings. The bodhicitta must have two wishes. If you have one wish, is just benefit all sentient beings, is a loving kindness, is a love, not bodhicitta. If you wish to be only wish Buddhahood, you just kind of, as inspiration to be Buddha, in heaven become bodhicitta. Generally, bodhicitta is of the two types, conventional and ultimate. The conventional bodhicitta is the cultivation of the initial thought that inspire to attain unseparable and perfectly consummate Buddhahood in order to benefit all wandering sentient beings. All wandering sentient being means when we practice great compassion or bodhicitta, we should not, neglect one sentient beings. No matter how the person is difficult, you should not neglect. So also you need to remember the 7 verses mind training. Right? Also, particularly as a Mahayana practitioner, when you have a friend who is very difficult friend, you should not neglect him or her. You must care more. When you neglect one single person, then your compassion is become very incomplete. Right? So the very difficult person, particularly your great enemy, your enemy must become source of generating bodhicitta, source of generating great compassion. We should not neglect any of difficult person, particularly your enemy. Then the enemy or friend is not, like a certain, right? In the past, someone used to be your one of the big enemy. Maybe this year or last year, the big enemy, the great enemy, became your friend. Or in the past, you used to have one person who is your best friend. You are one of the best friend. Last year or this year, the best friend can be your enemy. With the similar examples, with the similar kind of problems, we should not consider he or she is my enemy. Particularly when we see some of your friends or neighbors, it's very difficult person. If you say, good morning, hello, how are you? Your neighbors or your friend get angry. When you don't say hello, good morning, how are you? Also get angry. When you share something with your friend, get angry. If you don't share, also get angry. Very difficult. That moment, what we need to think, I don't want to be like the person. Therefore, I need to control my attachment. I need to control my hatred. I need to control my anger. Maybe I need to control my pride. Those kind of difficult person is the more important for you to practice patience, practice compassion. Right? Practice of bodhicitta should not therefore benefit all wandering sentient beings. Also, we chant hundreds of times all mother sentient beings. That we chant hundreds of times. When you see, the difficult person, do you feel you are seeing your mother? Do you feel you are seeing your mother? No, right? Therefore, we just verbally saying mother sentient being, we just verbally saying, I wish all sentient be happy. Verbally we chant. Actually, in our mind, we really don't have that really kind of pure love and compassion. Should not neglect any sentient being. After having taken the vows out of compassion to release all of them from suffering, that conventional bodhicitta should be cultivated in a process similar to the described in the chapter on moral ethic in the Bodhisattva Bhumi, generating this man by the taking the Bodhisattva vows before a master who abide by the Bodhisattva precept. What does mean? Yes, somehow you cultivate bodhicitta. Not only cultivate bodhicitta, we need to take the Bodhisattva vows out of compassion, not out of traditions. What does mean, Bodhisattva out of vow, out of compassion, to release all of them from suffering? It is kind of, in our daily life, in our normal life, you really like someone. Your relatives or your friends or your neighbors, what you really like the person. When the person has a serious problems, your friend is crying in front of you, telling all the problems. First, what do you feel? You feel, I wish my best friend free from this misery, this problem, right? We in our daily life we can feel, I really wish my friend free from the miseries or problems. Why? You have a sense of love, sense of compassion. At the same time, there's another person next to your friends. The person, neither your enemy nor your friends. The person also, cry and crying, telling all the suffering's problem. When you look at that person, you don't feel, you don't have a kind of strong wishing this person also free from suffering. There's a big difference. Because you don't have a love and compassion towards the indifferent person. Now we go, come back to your friend. Then, yes, your friend, sharing all the sufferings and problem. Then you really wish, he or she free from the problem, misery. Not just wishing. Then what you going to say? I will help you. Right? I will help you. I will do my best for you to, come out from the problem. You say, I will. This means you are making a commitment. You are making a promise. Right? Same way, when you really feel, compassion and love towards all sentient beings, you really feel the, suffering of all sentient beings, then you wish all sentient beings free from suffering. Not just wishing, then you are making a commitment. I will liberate all sentient beings from suffering. I will bring all sentient beings into, enlightened state. You are making a commitment. The commitments, the vows, therefore out of compassion. Make sure not out of emotion. Right? So my case, many times when I, people sharing their problem or suffering, my mind become very emotional. Then I say, okay, I will support you. Then after a few hours, feel regret. Because I made a promise or commitment based on emotion, not out of compassion. So we have to take the vows, mean promise, commitment, to say, I will liberate all sentient beings free from suffering. So then how we can take the vows? They say, out of compassion to release all of them from suffering, that conventional bodhicitta should be cultivated in a process similar to that described in the chapter on, the chapter is on the moral ethics in the Bodhisattva Bhumi, Bodhisattva engage in Bodhisattva way of life. So how and where we should take the vows? That is saying here, generate this mind by taking the Bodhisattva vow before a master who abide by the Bodhisattva precept. That means if you want to take the Bodhisattva vows, you need to meet a person, no matter is a male or female, but the person must have the Bodhisattva vows. Therefore, in the past, when we attend teaching from History Dharma, many times, when he give a teaching, he always inspire everybody, generate bodhicitta. After generating bodhicitta, he asks everybody take the Bodhisattva vow. Means you're not just wishing, the inspiration bodhicitta taught to be more firm, more stable. In our life, we have experience. You promise to help someone. Without promise, helping others is big different, right? Without promise, helping other, you can stop anytime. Right? With a promise, you wish to stop, you cannot, because you remember, I promise. Other people also remember, he or she promised me to help. Therefore, after generating bodhicitta, it's better to take Bodhisattva vows in front of the master who abide by the Bodhisattva vows. After generating the conventional awakening mind of bodhicitta, endeavor to cultivate the ultimate awakening mind of bodhicitta. That means now the sequence: great compassion, conventional bodhicitta, and take a vows. Then, generate the ultimate bodhicitta. The ultimate bodhicitta is transcendental and free from all elaboration. It is extremely clear, the object of ultimate, stillness, unwavering, like a butter lamp, undisturbed by the wind. So we need to generate an ultimate bodhicitta. So I will read few sentences from the Guide to Bodhisattva Way of Life. It's English translated. In Tibetan you can say Changchup Sefe. Changchup means Bodhi. Changchup Sefa Bodhisattva. Chupa la Chupa. Chupa means daily practice. So it's a guide to Bodhisattva's way of life. I feel it's not that correct translation. We must say engaging into Bodhisattva practice. Guide to engaging into Bodhisattva's practice, not Bodhisattva way of life. So why? So it's better to take a vows. So chapter 1, benefit of awakening mind. Then the stanza number. Stanza number 15. 15. In brief, the awakening mind should be understood to be two types. Two types. Now, it's not just saying the bodhicitta, there are two types. Within the conventional bodhicitta, okay, generally there's two types of bodhicitta. What are they? Conventional and ultimate bodhicitta. Within the conventional bodhicitta, there are two types of bodhicitta. Clear? In brief, awakening mind should be understood to be of two types. The mind that inspired to awakening and the mind that ventured to do so. So how many types of bodhicitta? There are two. What are they? Conventional bodhicitta and ultimate bodhicitta. So how many types of bodhicitta within the conventional bodhicitta? There are two types of conventional bodhicitta. What are they? The mind inspired to awakening and the mind that venture to do so. Right? That means one here just wish to be Buddha. That means it's called inspire. The mind that inspired to awaken. The second one, not just inspire to be awakening, and mind that adventure to do so. So we have to do that adventure to do. I mean, most time until now, we just have an inspirational bodhicitta. Right? Just wish to be Buddha, just wish. At the same time, you wish to go somewhere, always wish to go, but you are not moving. Here it is clear. The mind that venture to do so. You're not just saying, I wish to be Buddha. That means you are actually practicing 6 perfections. You are practicing great compassion, love, kindness to do achieve Buddhahood. So true that, right? Now this next is coming the analogy. Please read stanza number 16.
And actually going.
Okay, so when you read the Dharma books in English, you should not read like a reading newspaper. Right? When you read the Dharma book with the feeling, with the understanding. Therefore, S is understood to be the destination, by the destination. That's it, there's the destination, we want to go. Between the two bodhicitta, inspiring to go, right? You are really inspired to go. Then second is actual going. Understood? S is understood by the destination between, aspiring to go and actual going. We inspiring to go, we are not really actually going. So that wise understand in turn the destination between these two. One just wish to achieve Buddhahood. Second, not only wish to Buddhahood, so they are really doing their daily practice. Then please read stanza number 17. How to understand the meaning. Okay, you pause, just pause there. First, the sentence, how to understand, although, right? Great fruits occur in second existence from the mind that inspire to awakening. That means even though if you are able to cultivate inspirational bodhicitta, you can occur, or you're going to accumulate, lots of merits. Then the next two lines. So this is very, very important to remember all the time. So just practicing bodhicitta, without taking vows, still you can accumulate lots of merits. You can purify, lots of negative thoughts. But without taking the vows, practicing bodhicitta, you cannot have uninterrupted flow of merit does not ensure. It does with the venturing mind. What he says, this quote says, without taking vows, practicing bodhicitta, you can accrue, you can have a lot of, merits. Also, you can eliminate lots of negative karma. It can happen when you practicing. When you practice in that moment, you can, control your negative deeds. Also, you can accumulate a lot of merits. When you stop, practicing bodhicitta, let's say in the morning, 10 minutes, you practice inspirational bodhicitta for the 10 minutes, you can, receive a lot of merits. You can purify a lot of negative thoughts, negative karmas. When you stop the practice of bodhicitta, then you cannot receive a lot of merits. You cannot going to, purify your negative karma when you stop. After you has taken the vows, whether you are practicing the bodhicitta or not, whether you are sleeping, you are awake, you are going around, you are talking to your friend, you are doing your daily jobs, but the uninterrupted flow of merit does, does for the spiritual bodhicitta does not ensure with the engaging with each other, the merit does ensure. Understand? Okay, again. So how many types of bodhicitta within the conventional bodhicitta? Two. What are they? Inspirational bodhicitta and engaging bodhicitta. Engaging. Right? So what is what is the differences between these two bodhicitta? The difference is taking vows, not having taken vows. Without taking the bodhisattva vows, practice bodhicitta, still you can uh, have a lot of merit. You can control your negative karma, but when you are practicing it, like let's say I have a watch. When I press the button, when I press the button, what you can see is light come. When I switch off, no lights. That means when I practice bodhicitta without taking vows, while I'm practicing bodhicitta, I can gain lots of merit. I can purify lots of negative karma. When I stop practicing bodhicitta, then also stop accumulating merit, also stop purifying negative karma. Right? The second is like practicing bodhicitta with the vows. That means, let's say, the auto, you have a auto 10 more light, right? The alarm you can just auto timer is 10 set. Then you on the light, since the automatically on, whether you are cooking, you are eating, you are sleeping, you are playing, the light is always on. You don't need to switch on. Mean after has taken the vows, Buddhist vows, then whether you are sleeping, you are drinking, you are talking, you are playing, whatever, the merit continuously you can accumulate. This is the difference. There you can see all the great fruits occur in the second existence from the mind that inspire to awaken. Uninterrupted flow of the merit does not occur as it does with the venturing mind. It does with the engaging bodhicitta. And for those who have perfectly seized the mind with the thoughts never to turn away from the totally liberating, the infinite form of life. So what I'm going to ask you, in the future, when there's a teaching, and your guru say, okay, who wish to take the layperson vows, receive, then you much better to take a layperson precept. Look at most of you, 99% of you, you're not really stealing things from other. You're not lying, I know you're not going to lie and say, oh, I realize emptiness, I saw Buddha, I saw the Manjushri. You're not going to do the big liar. You're not going to be big liar. You are not killing human being. First, killing human being. You're not going to kill any human being. You're not stealing the valuable object from others. So the misconduct, most of you are okay, right? Somehow you are not really you are not performing the 10 non-words action. You are practicing the 10 virtues action. The practicing 10 virtues action with the vows, without vow, the result is big different. The result is big different. Therefore, in the future, if there's a chance, your guru say, you take the layperson vows or precept, you better take. Because the result is very different with the precept, without precept. Let's say you are going to take the layperson precept. There's two types. One is full lay person precept. Fully mean you took the vows. Second is in kind of pure lay person precept. Pure, what does mean? Pure mean I'm not going to have any misconduct with anybody. Even though you are a lay person, you're not going to have any physical relationship with anybody. They mean pure. Second, yes, I will take the vows. I'm going to have a only relationship with my partner. So better take the vows. When you have a vows, then for you, the vows, the commitment stop you to engage into negative actions, particularly stop you to engage into the 10 non-virtuous action, right? For example, when you have a vows, these are also some of our Dharma friends who study like a Dharma for few years, then they know visualization or appearings Buddha, seeing Buddha, they heard. Then now some of my friends also look like they're showing, oh, I saw Buddha, I saw Manjushri. That means in the reality, they are lying. Most of you, 100% sure you're not going to tell without seeing Buddha, I saw Buddha. So that means you're not lying, or you're not killing, you're not doing all that, the 10 non-words action. These are different, right? Now you can see the benefits. The next, the chapter 3, right, is mainly how to check the vows. This is the process are there. Okay, 2 types of conventional bodhicitta. After generating the conventional awakening mind of bodhicitta, in order to the cultivate ultimate awakening mind of bodhicitta, that ultimate bodhicitta is transcendental, is totally gone beyond our understanding, percept, and free from all elaboration. It is extremely clear, the object of ultimate stillness, unwavering like a butter lamp, undisturbed by the wind. That's mean simple is saying after you cultivated the conventional bodhicitta, we need to realize emptiness. Clear? We need to realize emptiness. Now step very important, emptiness. The emptiness is look like transcendental. Mean emptiness is until now we haven't realized yet. We can see all the things, the gross thing, the mostly we can see the physical things. We cannot see the non-physical things. The emptiness is totally beyond, our daily, our ordinary understanding. Therefore, transcendental and free from all elaborations. Mean when you realize emptiness, there's no more say, oh, this emptiness is better than the other emptiness. There's no concept, this emptiness is good, other emptiness is bad. There's no kind of such as elaboration. The conventional phenomena, right? Conventional phenomena, like here. When I show you the incense box, right? Incense box. Different people has a different perception. Some people say, wow, the incense box the color is beautiful. Some of you said, no, I don't like the brown color. I wish this put the yellow colors. Right? Then when you taste the smell or fragrance, some you say, wow, it's so good. Some say, no, it's not so good, bit sour, this and that. You can say that in the conventional phenomena, different people has a different understanding, different perception, different thoughts. Second, I show, let's say you realize emptiness of this, even though I compare these two books. Someone like this book, someone don't like this book, someone like this book, someone don't like this book. Different people, different understanding, different thoughts, different perception, right? Therefore, who thinks of this book is very nice? Then you are cultivating attachment. When you say, oh, this book is not so nice, also you are cultivating a little sense of anger, hatred, dislike. Next, you realize the emptiness of these two books, emptiness of the books of the middle meditation stage, emptiness of the guide to Buddhist way of life. You realize the emptiness of these two books. When you realize the emptiness of these two books, when you reflect the emptiness of this book, you cannot see this emptiness is better than this emptiness. You cannot see this emptiness is better than this emptiness. For you, when you see, realize emptiness of any phenomena, everybody has the same concept. A conventional phenomena, look at, even though let's say the weather, maybe some of the Singaporeans very much enjoy the weather. They like maybe the rainy kind of, season. They very much like. Some Singaporeans really upset. How come the weather is very rainy? Right? Therefore, attachment, anger, hatred, ego, pride, all the negative thoughts generated arise based on the which phenomena? Conventional phenomena. Therefore, realizing emptiness is, when you realize emptiness, the emptiness is free from the liberation. Liberation. Not only that, it is extremely clear. Object of ultimate, stainless, unwavering, like a butter lamp disturbed by the wind, undisturbed by the wind. So when you realize emptiness, so generally, everybody must do kind of experiment, experiment, right? Experiment simply. Let's say when you go to the Centex City, right? There's two very famous car shows. Have you been? One is the two car, right? One is the Tesla, right? One is from China. Yeah, one corner you can see the American car show, other corner you can see the Chinese car show, right? When you, without analysis, you just watch the car, somehow you can have a kind of positive thoughts, you can have a negative thoughts. Very difficult to have a very neutral. Yeah. Let's say certainly you have a kind of little bit positive thoughts, little bit attachment. Wow, this car is so nice. I wish I could buy this car. Your attachment, right? Then second, you analyze. Analyze. What is the really thing I like it, this car? When you analyze part by parts, then the attachment has gone. Attachment arises because we do not try to understand the truth or reality. Right? Even though when you see somebody walking in the street, man or woman, no matter, it looks so beautiful, looks so nice, looks so attractive. When you see, you generate attachment, you generate craving. For you, you're looking only the surface level. You're just looking the conventional level. When you go a little deep, Right? The person who looks so nice, so beautiful, wow, you say wow, right? You go a little deep. Just visualize the naked body. Then the previous, the attachment become almost half. Then you can imagine you are open the body, open the skin, look inside. Then all the attachment has gone. Because you are trying to reach, understand the really truth of the person. So when you open the skin, you can see the heart and lung is so scary, right? The heart is boom, 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 pumping. The lung is, the blood is going around. You look so scary. Actually, it's very scary. But we always live with the surface level, the food. You like really, you always want to eat this food as much as you can. You're eating the same food many, many years, you can see you collect a lot of the fat and diabetes, everything there. You just like the surface level. We try to go more deep. Same way, all phenomena look so nice, so beautiful, it's so grateful, so nice. The surface level, when you go more deep and more deep, more deep, finally you can see there's really nothing you can attach on it. There's nothing you can feel right. Therefore, the next step, we need to understand emptiness. Somehow we need to understand emptiness. That then we have some another kind of habits, another problem we have. Many of our Dharma friends said, "Oh, I don't think I understand emptiness. I don't think I realize it because it's so profound. It's so profound. It's very deep. It's so profound." Number one, how do you know it's really profound? You never try to realize it. And without you touching the fire, how you can say, oh, this fire is so hot. You have to go closer, closer. If you touch, then you can say, wow, this fire is so hot. This fire is not so hot. After you try it, then you can say it is deep, it is profound. So far, many of us, we never try to understand emptiness, right? We must try. Should not just say it's very difficult, it's very deep, it's very profound. I don't think I can understand. You should not step back. You must go, you try it, try to understand it. Then, according to many master, the experienced master says, it's very true, I think. Understanding bodhicitta is very easy. Right? We all understood that what is bodhicitta. Also, you able to cultivate bodhicitta. Very easy to understand, but not easy to really grow in your mind. Not easy to maintain. Understanding emptiness is difficult, but realizing emptiness is not that difficult. What does mean? Morning, like in the morning, you really can practice bodhicitta. You can practice great compassion. When you go out from your house, no compassion, no tolerance, full of anger, right? Because there's such as all kinds of people around you. Then so difficult to practice compassion, so difficult to practice in pure compassion, very difficult. Emptiness. When you realize emptiness, the understanding cannot be disturbed by anything. Cannot. Let's say again, I told you, if you just start to understand the real nature of the body, human body, open the skin, how it look like. So when you understood this one, right? Emptiness, or impermanence or the ugliness of the body. When you go around, maybe first moment you have a thought, wow, this person is so attractive. Second, remember emptiness. Now remember the trueness of the body. The attachment is look like you hope a bloom. There's a lot of very beautiful design, full of air, looks so nice. When you make a hole, what happened? Burst, no more. That's suddenly, like realizing emptiness, realizing impermanence, realizing ugliness. These are you are trying to understand the nature. When you realize, none of the situation can disturb the understanding. Bodhicitta has a lot of disturbance. Correct compassion has a lot of disturbance. But depend on you how to keep maintains the bodhicitta. Right? Therefore, is a realizing emptiness is very important. Now we go next line. Now what you have to do think, put simple in your mind. There's a two types of bodhicitta, conventional, ultimate. Within the conventional, there's a two types, inspirational bodhicitta and engaging bodhicitta. This two is different because one just simply wish to be Buddha, not really engage in the practice with the vows. Then if I take the vow, Bodhisattva vows, then I can, accumulate merit, without any interruption. Or since you cultivate bodhicitta, since you have vows, you can accumulate the merits for every moment. Then how we should realize emptiness? Or the conventional bodhicitta. This is achieved through content and respectfully the familiarity with the yoga of karma burning, meditation, and spiritual insight over the long period of time. Simply says, emptiness, selflessness, the ultimate truth, ultimate bodhicitta can be realized, can be achieved through two practice. What are they? Karma body, meditation, and spiritual insight. Now the step was missing. I need to practice both bodhicitta, conventional and ultimate. Ultimate bodhicitta is not just simple, I can wish to achieve, I wish to realize emptiness. I need to realize, I need to understand. How we should understand, how should we understand? Through two practice, karma body meditation and spiritual insight. Right? So, in order to realize emptiness, we need to practice a certain amount of karma body and spiritual insight. Particularly, we need to practice the karma body, single contact meditation. It's over a long period of time. It doesn't mean millions of time. Right? Many master says, if you practice karma body every day, within 6 months, you can achieve it. Karma body. Now, why it is important before we realize emptiness, practicing karma body? Why karma body is important to practice before we realize emptiness? You know why? Why? It's very simple. Right? Last, when you teach the alphabet, or kaka, gamma, A, B, C, right? You have two students. One student is very focusful. When you say A, the student say A. When you say B, the student repeat after you say B. That time, the student not thinking A. A mean A, B mean B, C mean C. Just focusfully, follow you. Other student, when you say A, the student thinking B. When you say B, yes, the student repeat says B, whatever it said B, mentally the student thinking A. Then the student cannot really learn easily, quickly, it takes long time. Likewise, let's say you use an object for, realizing for emptiness. Use any object which is for good for you, you use any object. You are using a, let's say flower. So when you need to learn how to focus on only flowers, not branch, no leaf, no other object. Just you learn how to observe, focus on the flower, right? Flower. Just need to learn how to focus on only flowers. After you have become quite good in like mindfulness on the flower, within the focusful on flower, then you need to analyze how the flower exists. Depends on many things. Slowly, without losing your focus, without losing your focus on the flower, then you need to analyze. Then slowly you're going to realize emptiness of the flower, right? Emptiness of the flowers. When you realize emptiness of the flower, you don't need to put a lot of effort. You won't take long time to realize emptiness of the rest of the flowers. You must think all phenomena, the nature is same as the flower. That compassion not easy, right? When you practice compassion on your friends, very easy. When you practice compassion on your enemy, you cannot say it's same. Need to put a lot of effort. Therefore, step confession bodhicitta, then ultimate bodhicitta, in order to realize emptiness, and it makes practice come about in special insight, particularly come about in. Right? We should not think it's so difficult. Yes, we have a kind of tendency, we have a habit. For example, while we are eating lunch, let's say eating lunch or dinner, right? So before you really finish your dinner, we are too hurry to pay the bill. Before we pay bill, we are too hurry to leave house. Our mind is always, in busy thinking many things at the same time. Right? Of course, many of you have experience. I have experience. Or this morning, when I come down from my room, I brought my laptop to the kitchen. Then second, I thought, okay, why not before I go to the class, I must, bring the laptop in the temple. Actually, the laptop was in the kitchen on my table, and then my books. Then I go up in my room. Then I realized, I already took the laptop in the kitchen. Because that means when I'm bringing the laptop, when I bring laptop in the kitchen, I don't have a mindfulness. Maybe I'm thinking something else. I just grab the laptop, walk with the laptop to the kitchen. No mindfulness, remembering I'm putting the laptop on the kitchen. I didn't have mindfulness, or I'm bringing the laptop to the kitchen. That time I'm thinking maybe something else. Therefore, we don't have a mindfulness because we have a habit or tendency thinking so many things at the same time. That means our thoughts is very shallow, very shallow. Therefore, we need to learn how to be mindful. How to, mindful each actions. For example, when you wake up, you must think, now I'm getting up. I'm going to go to bathroom. I'm taking the brush. I'm taking the toothpaste. I'm brushing my tooth. I'm washing my mouth. Just focus what you are doing at the moment. While you are brushing, you are remembering, oh, I need to check my message. While you are, checking your message, you are thinking, oh, I have to do my breakfast. At the same time, so many action there. Therefore, we don't have a mindfulness, right? So, in order to have mindfulness in daily life, we need to mindful what we are doing that moment. It's good Because we've been so worried, thinking about future, tomorrow what happened, next month what happened, next year what happened. If you're very focusful in the present moment, just focusful, then the lot of worry going to be reduced. Right? Okay, so it's almost 11:30. So we can stop our class today here. And all of you very much appreciate. Thank you so much for attending the class. Yesterday, actually, I thought maybe today's lesson can be used, we can have a class by Zoom. And I was testing actually how many people will come. We can see that in our experience. Let's say you bought a concert, right? Concert ticket. Concert ticket. You need to go to the Lobsang stadium. The weather is so bad, it rained heavily. Still, you go. You use the umbrella, you wear the red coat, somehow you will go. Right? No matter how the weather is bad, you will go. Because for you, the concept is very important. Who didn't come to class, for them, the sleeping is more important than the dharma. Okay. Okay, and then we do dedications. I mentioned, there's a serious earthquake in Tibet. Also, seriously, many people dying in Ukraine, Russian, Middle East, due to the war, due to the natural disaster, or due to certain condition, many people dying. Many people already, dead. So today, all our merit we have accumulated this morning, we dedicate all these people who passed away, who died, who dead, have take a good rebirth, who are really still surviving, having all the misery, we dedicate the merit, free post people from miseries, who need medicine or dedication or prayers or merit, manifest the medicine, who need food, manifest the food, who need clothes, manifest the clothes, who need a house or merit, manifest as a house. So dedicate our merit to benefit all those people who pass away, people who are still surviving with a lot of miseries. Jamba Bhavya Chitara Kimba Nam Kundo Samba Deyan Deje Deda Kunje Jesu Dalo Gewan Dida Tamje Raudo. Second, we dedicate for able to practice the path according to the sequence. First, equanimity, loving kindness, direct compassion, conventional bodhicitta, then Kamabhati, special insight, and realizing emptiness. Wish to be Bodhisattva within this year. Chanjo Sanjo Rinpoche, Maye Bana Kigyu, Kewa Nyamba Meba Yang Kone Kundo Beho. You get merit for realizing emptiness. Onye Dawa Rinpoche, Maye Bana Kigyu, Kewa Nyamba Meba Yang Kone Kundo Beho. You get the merit for world peace. Peace with each of the countries, particularly peace in Singapore, peace with all individual people, whether Buddhist, non-Buddhist, whether believer, non-believer, wish everybody have a peaceful mind, peaceful life. Kiewa Gundo Yonda Lamoda, Deme Chugi Pala Lonje, Sadana Ge Yunde Razo, Doje Changi Gobon Yudo. Okay, thank you so much. Have a happy Saturday. Another rainy split. Yes, sir. Same journey. Okay, thank you. Same journey to home, right? maybe set journey to coffee shop.